So, what happens when the body's communication network just fails? Let's dive into the chaos of sepsis. Well, it's all thanks to an amazing ability to keep things stable inside, something we call homeostasis. But this balance needs nonstop communication between all your organs. It's called organ crosstalk. Just imagine a perfectly synced network with messages flying back and forth to keep the whole system running smoothly. An infection can trigger this overload, sepsis, and it turns the body's own defense system against itself. So instead of just fighting the bug, the immune system actually starts attacking its own tissues and organs. See, a healthy response is super targeted. Sepsis, it's just total chaos. And the results of that chaos are pretty grim. Sepsis is a huge cause of death in hospitals. A failing organ doesn't just quit. Nope, it sends out distress signals, kicking off a vicious cycle. And that is organ crosstalk failure. One injury triggers a domino effect, taking down the others. A lot of times, it starts with the kidneys. When they fail, they just flood the blood with junk. So these garbled messages from one sick organ actually hurt another, making the whole crisis even worse. Okay, but it gets bigger. Let's look at the gut, because what happens in the gut definitely doesn't stay there. The gut's barrier basically breaks down, letting toxins leak out and just flood the entire system. And all that junk hits the brain, causing sepsis-associated encephalopathy. We're talking confusion, delirium, even coma. And it's not just the main organs. Fat, muscle, and even bone get in on the action. They all release their own signals that mess with metabolism and inflammation, just adding to the noise. So how do we track all this? Well, just looking at one thing at a time, it doesn't really work. But there's this new field, metabolomics, that lets us listen in on thousands of these signals at once. Think about it. If we analyze that whole profile, maybe we could spot organ failure before it's too late. Like the researchers say, figuring out this crosstalk is the key to creating personalized, life-saving treatments. Which leaves you with this thought: maybe the future isn't about new drugs, but about learning the body's own language.